What's up, everybody? Thanks so much for stopping by. Today, we're going to talk about forgiving yourself of past mistakes, and that starts right now. Hello, and thank you so much for tuning in to yet another edition of the RK Devotional. My name is Rodney, and on this channel I bring you different Christian product reviews, different devotionals, and videos like this one I give you life tips. So please consider subscribing, giving it a thumbs up, and sharing this video with your friends. As always, I will list all the show notes down in the description below. Without further ado, let's get started. We've all done it. We've all done that thing that makes us slap ourselves in the forehead and be like, oh, why did I do that? And this thing, whatever it is, usually ends up making you upset with yourself or losing sleep overnight or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm talking about. You've done it. It's that thing that keeps you up at night. You relive it over and over and over in your head, and you wish you hadn't done it. So the question is, how do you forgive yourself and move on? I mean, it's the worst, isn't it? The longer you dwell on it, the worse it becomes and the more embarrassed you become. And so, how do you just get past it once and for all? Well, I've comprised a list to help you out. First, turn it over to God. I mean, too often when we're going through something, we'll tell people, hey, just pray for me, as if that's just some passing something that has no value. Guys, prayer is the most powerful tool that you have in your arsenal. So just praying about something is actually much bigger than what we tend to give it credit for. So take some time, get on your knees before God, tell Him what's going on, tell Him what you did, tell Him how it makes you feel, tell Him what you want to do to get over it, or how you want to get over it, and spend some consistent time in prayer. I'm not talking about, you're going to take 5 minutes today and all of a sudden it's going to be better. Take some time over the next several days and consistently pray about it and cry out to God and open yourself up to God and tell Him exactly what's going on and that you want to get over it. So that is step one, commit it to prayer. Tip number 2, find a scripture. I don't know what that was. Find a scripture that you can hold on to. Colossians chapter 3, verse number 13 says tells us to forgive as Christ forgave you. Hello, Christ has already forgiven you. So forgive yourself. When the scripture sits there and talks about forgiving the way that Christ forgave you, it's not just talking about forgiving other people. You are included in that forgiving category, so forgive yourself. Thirdly, realize the past is in the past. You can't go back and change it. There's nothing you can do about whatever it is that happened. It's in the past, and realize that. Your past, luckily enough, does not have to define who you are or anything about your future. So leave that situation, that moment in the past, learn from it, and move on. Number 4, if you have offended somebody, go and apologize. I cannot explain to you how much an apology helps your situation out. If you take somebody off, if you've offended somebody, just go talk to them, explain the situation, apologize if you need to apologize, which if it's bothering you that much, then yeah, you definitely need to apologize. But go talk to them and get that load off your chest, and I promise you, that'll help you out a lot. And finally, focus on the positives in life. Things are not really as bad as what they may seem to be. For example, if you're sitting there having a pity party, if you're woe is me because I did this, blah, 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 whatever the case may be, focus on the positives. Do you have a roof over your head? Is there food in your belly? Do you still have friends? Do you have family that loves you? Guys, it can always be worse than it actually is. So take a moment, find the positives in life, and focus on that, and that will help you get past this situation you're dealing with. Question of the day. How have you forgiven yourself in the past, and what are you going to do to forgive yourself in the future, or what are you going to do to forgive yourself now? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks again so much for tuning in to yet another RK Devotional. My name is Rodney. You guys are awesome. I'll see you next time.